Hello, everybody. This is Mark Fortin for Michigan Matters, and we're doing a short podcast today. There's so much going on. We could do a podcast every day, and it's hard to pick a subject. Almost, it's so much going on right now. I just want to give a whole lot of praise to one of our state reps. We do have some good state reps in Michigan. Michigan has been a mess for a long, long time. We have Representative Jay DeBoyer, East Michigan. I forget the district number. I should know that, but I don't. And he's in Lansing. He's the chair of the House Oversight Committee. And there's a couple major things that they're attempting to do, and we need to support them. We need to call our reps. Even if you're a rep, these people have got to start representing the people of the state of Michigan. But anyway, I have a bit of information dated November 4. Today is the 12th, and maybe you might know something, you might know about this, but really we should support him and really try to get it accomplished. This committee has authorized a subpoena. They're authorized to get subpoenas from the Department of Education, the Michigan Department of Education, with this new terrible, evil setup that they have now, trying to put sex ed into the healthcare classes. It's my understanding that if they do, people can't opt out of it. This kind of garbage, people should have to opt into. Okay, they do it this way because they know they're taxed to death, working a couple jobs or whatever, or single family homes, whatever, and people don't have time to see all this stuff that's happening to their children. And that's why they set up stupid opt-out and all this kind of thing. They know what they're doing. They know how evil this is. I'm sorry. It's not, but Jay DeBoyer and his committee, the oversight committee, they want answers. And they something like receiving info from the department so that representatives of the people can see what's behind it all. And that's the state of Michigan. The creation for decades, the creations of committees and so on and so forth, and giving those committees the power of law. Elected officials in the House of Representatives and in the Senate in the state of Michigan, they are the ones who are supposed to pass laws. They are the ones of the people, elected representatives. These bureaucracies that you and I have to live by. I personally believe, after for decades, I believe it was all by design. Originally, we create a bureaucracy to do this, and they tax the people. It's not us. They did it. Well, Representative DeBoyer is trying to change that. Now, also on November 5th, I have information that's ongoing here, that he and Representative Steve Carra are submitting legislation. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Michigan was Department of the MED, the organization in Michigan that is trying to create jobs in Michigan. It's gone on for a long time, and this has got to be abolished. He wants it abolished, and so does Representative Carra. You should call them and thank them, because this organization has been, according to the Mackinac, from 2000 to 2020. They have promised, they have submitted agreements, or whatever you want, I call it corporate welfare, all this kind of thing, but guaranteeing 123,000, 2020, years. Do you know what they actually produced? 10,889, 1 out of 11. And billions with a B. Oh, that Michigan, I'm sorry, I'm getting old, folks. Michigan Economic Development Corporation. It's gone for years. They spent billions and billions of dollars to create jobs, and then better to pick a whole bunch of citizens and make them rich. They had more rich people than they have 10,000 jobs. These kind of programs have got to end, ladies and gentlemen. If our was business friendly, which it is not in any way, shape, or form, if it was business friendly, businesses would be flooding to Michigan. There are states that are growing and businesses are coming to them. We live in a socialist state, and our government in Michigan is anti-business. So while other states will start to receive the benefits of what our president is doing, why should a company come to Michigan? when they have 49 other states to choose. There are a couple that are as bad as Michigan, but most are better. How come our legislature can't look at the best states and say, let's do what they're doing? They're growing. They have less taxes. They have businesses coming to them. You don't have to give them tax for this 10-year tax crap that they give them. No, do it right way and they will flood here. Support these guys. Representative DeBoyer is fantastic, and Representative Carr is with them, and we need to get control of the Department of Education. We better pay attention to who we elect there, because we've got some people there that could care less about the benefit of our children. They could care less. Anyway, another thing I'd like to point out is the Michigan Public Service Commission. You know who? They're the ones that regulate electric bills. They're the ones that regulate another committee, or whatever you want to call it, set up to control consumer power and energy in Michigan. And what are they doing with it? Oh, we got windmills, we got solar panels destroying our farmland, all in the name of ecology, but it's about taxing you and me. It's another reason we don't have businesses with Bill Bend lately. It keeps going up and up. You put in LEDs, that saves energy. Oh, my electric went up. Wow. How does that work? Because we have to pay for the solar panels, this garbage that's put on us. Now, it is true that, let's say, like DTE, okay? So we can pick on any of them, but DTE raises our prices. DTE, if you look at finance reports, these companies pay both sides. They donate to both sides, Republicans, because whoever's in power, they're hoping to get bennies, right? Did they get any bennies? No. They're forced to do all these things. And did they stand up for their customers in court or anything like that? I don't know. I never heard of it. They're doing nothing to defend us, but taking their losses, forced upon them by a socialist government, taking their losses and having you and me. We bust our work, we pay taxes, we pay our medicine bills, so on and so forth. But it keeps going up and up and up. Oh, we changed it. Remember how cheap light bulbs used to be? Oh, not no more. Oh, they last years. You should see how many I've had burn out already. They're supposed to last 15 years. And now they're a ton of money. But we got to pay it. No problem. You and I pay. They get to take care of their losses by charging me. Maddening, ladies and gentlemen. They should not be allowed. Companies like monopolies should not be allowed. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And they should stand up for their customers. If government leans on them, they should defend their customers against what the government's doing. We have a large segment of society, as you know, that's that they're, tax the rich, tax the rich. Well, imagine if you had a little store on the corner and all you sold was pencils, which hardly nobody wants anymore, and you sell these pencils, and the government comes along and charges you for each pencil tax. And you're hardly making it as it is. Guess what you got to do? You got to raise the price of your pencils. You don't understand basic economics. They all think it's wonderful. Oh, the government taxes this one, you're paying the tax. You got to, because they can't survive, and they got employees too. And them employees are out of work. It's kind of very basic when you think about it. But anyway, the Michigan Public Service Commission's got to go to. I hope and pray that Mr. Cara and Mr. DeBoyer starts looking at that. These two guys are doing monumental stuff. Unfortunately, we don't have the Senate, but we're going to have it this year. We're going to win the governor's seat. We're going to win the Michigan Senate, and then Republicans will be in power. And for the first time in my lifetime, I hope that once the Republicans are in power, these same guys will be able to push the agenda and actually accomplished. So really support these guys, okay? Others that we have other ones that are working and really trying to make a difference. But anyway, the last thing I want to make a comment on, I know very little about, is the fuel tax that we're going to have, 31 cents a gallon, starting in. How many years have we struggled with this issue? They are going to tax us 31. They say it's neutral. How do you tax somebody 31 cents to pay more taxes? they come up with some kind of a goofball thing. I read briefly about it just before we came to the air. And it's something about the sales tax, some this tax. They've studied it for 2 years, and you're paying more for this, less for that, blah, blah, blah. It is neutral. Sorry, folks, neutral. I don't believe it. I got a bridge I want to sell you. So anyway, the sales tax on gasoline is ridiculous, but the problem is, how do we fix it? There's already idiots running around screaming about tolls in Michigan. Can you believe it? No, no, no. That's not good. Let tax that's there, like many of us have said for decades, put that into the roads. We need to abolish that have a purpose, and that's where that purpose should go to, not a general fund where it disappears, into Lord knows whose pocket. We're going to study this a little bit more. We're running out of time. But this gas tax in Michigan is horrendous. You start saving money. The gas finally is coming down in Michigan somewhat. Oh, but they can't tolerate that. They can't tolerate a few more cents a year. Forgive my animosity on it. We've been talking for more than 10 minutes. I don't want to bore you. And I thank you for being here. And again, this is November 12th. Please go to the site, michiganmatters.org. Please like the video and subscribe. That would be very helpful. And if you can contribute a little bit, you can go to our website. There's a place to do that. We don't need a ton of money, but we sure need some help. And you'll also see different events we have going on right on the website. So thank you for being with us. God bless you and your family, and hope to see you soon.